Greetings and welcome. I'm Wendell. For those of you who do not know, or for those of you in Texas, it's Wendell Dean. And this is Radiance, Radical Healing. And this is episode 3, a formal episode. I have quite a few that I shot in the beautiful countryside, so to speak, in San Francisco during treatment. And again, to refresh my recollection and yours, is that the purpose of this is to bring about awareness as to cancer, specifically to men and prostate cancer. And my mantra is, gentlemen, what is your PSA score? What is your PSA score? And I'm happy to report that mine is now a single digit. It's now, I have cancer, but it's resting. It's waiting for me to give it some sugar. And so that's what this is about, because when I was advised that I had this cancer at an advanced stage, I chose to take this as an opportunity, and in fact I was taken with the words, "Cancer saved my life." And as crazy as that sounds, and I've seen it elsewhere, many cancer folks have said the very same thing. It gives us an opportunity to modify the course of our lives, and to do something with it, to live life in the nanosecond, and truly, as much as this is used now, live in the present. I can't encourage you enough to do that, but that's this moment is all we got. This moment, if you're with me right now, we're sharing this moment together. And cancer saved my life, and here we are. And so this is my goal, is to get gentlemen to get their PSA scores. That's the big ticket item. The other is that there's so many avenues in which we can deal with cancer, other than Big Pharma and AMA. And don't misunderstand me, I'm not advocating for dancing naked around a tree and sacrificing chickens. All I'm saying is that science now backs up what has been there forever. It is that Mother Nature has provided us with so many things to benefit our existence. In addition, the adage is, we are what we eat. Yeah, we are. It's not complex. It's not voodoo, and what in particular I am fascinated with and intense about is science now specifically says words matter, okay? And thank you. Yay, team. And from every direction, I'm sorry. Words matter, okay? Grandma said, if you can't say anything nice, don't say it. Yeah, because it's like a hot knife through butter. That's what negative shit does, okay? And you and I know it. We know it in our core, and especially if you got youngins, oh man, that's the real deal. And so I'm going to just touch upon this sort of briefly. I'm going to throw up some stuff later which it specifically shows you. I mean, it is amazing what words do, what it does to specific organs, to specific responses in our mind, and it shifts. Have you ever had that where you thought you were going to be going in one direction, you thought you were feeling all like, yeah, this is a positive conversation, this is happening, in a good way, and suddenly the other person goes left turn, and man, you know, it's like an explosion internally. Your brain's like, whoa, wait a minute, that's not what I meant, that's not where we were going, that's not. And suddenly we're off to the races. We're off to the races, and we're literally being chased by lions, tigers, and bears, and we're on survival mode. We are scrambling over words, okay? And so it's you know, because it's such a dramatic shift. You know, I'm looking for some. Okay, so like, we like to think that words vanish once spoken. You know, they don't. They don't. They hang in your nervous system like weather, and there's storms or sunlight. A sarcastic tone. Oh my! And I used to. Oh, I thought I was so cool because I was so cynical, so sarcastic. Oh, jeez. I wish I. No. Okay. Anyway, a sarcastic tone can tighten the gut faster than spoiled milk, okay? You know, a gentle thank you can lower your blood pressure as surely as breath work, okay? If we live around constant snarky, nasty, sideways jab, the clever cruelty, it's not just social static, it's biological static. You know, our bodies flinch. The amygdala, I love this. The amygdala, that small almond-shaped sentinel inside our brain, lights up as if we were under attack. The same circuitry that once saved us from lions, tigers, and bears now fires because someone says, "Nice job, genius." And, you know, boundaries aren't walls, they're tuning forks. If we draw our boundaries clearly, we can help others find harmony. We teach them how to speak to us, and more quietly, how to speak to themselves. Okay? And the science is incredible, because inside a functional MRI, scientists can now actually see language scope the brain. Okay? When participants hear loving words, activity increases the prefrontal cortex, the seat of reason and empathy, and when they hear contempt or ridicule, blood flows shifts to the amygdala and the hypothalamus, which are the stress command centers. Okay? This is just words. This isn't like, you know, bullets coming after you. These are words, and the body prepares for a battle over a sentence. Over a sentence. I mean, we all know this. We all know this. And the reaction that the body does, it floods you with cortisol and adrenal through the bloodstream, and over time, those molecules erode immune strength, slow healing, and cloud thought. And in particular, on the note of this cancer thing, it specifically attacks the necessary molecules to fight prostate cancer. Okay? I'm telling you. I'm suggesting to you. I'm saying Google it, chat it, whatever. You will find that cortisol attacks the necessary systems that fight prostate cancer. Okay? And in recovery, in illness, in grief, this is a poison disguised as wit. Okay? Are you hearing this? Something I used to pride myself on. Oh, aren't I witty? You know, bless your heart. / cut. Okay? That's poison. That's poison. Shut up. Don't say anything. Okay? Because then there's the nocebo effect. The dark twin of placebo. Look it up. Tell a patient a harmless pill will cause nausea and they will vomit. Tell them words don't matter, and their cells will quietly disagree. Belief becomes chemistry. Our nervous system listens to language like a devout congregation listening to prophecy. So when you say to yourself, I'm broken, the body organizes around that order. You get it? I mean, think about it. How many horrible things do we tell ourselves? Out loud? Oh, you're so stupid. Oh, that was stupid. Oh. And I'll stop there, because there's one phrase in particular that I'm telling you, you do not want to use, and that's, F me. Because the universe is listening to that, man. Okay? The universe is just going, okay, bebopping along. It's just this or that. That's all. That's all. And so when you say F me, it says, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. I'll give you something. You wanted to be F'd? Let me help you out. That's what's going to happen. Okay? But when you say I'm rebuilding, okay, I'm rebuilding, the same machinery mobilizes for repair. Okay? It's not magic. It's molecular obedience. Because, our brain is like what I just said, the universe, which is, it's this or that. It's this or that. It's not magic, okay? And so, tone, oh my Lord, tone is the most brutal, in my opinion. You can say, when someone comes back at you and they go, I didn't say that, or, I didn't say it like that. I wish we had recording devices that would go, doing, here it is, because that tone, the tone is the most dramatic knife there is. It is a brutal weapon, okay? You can be saying the nicest thing you think, but your tone is just the opposite, and you're the person receiving the information, or me, or the what I'm feeding myself, is not gonna be a love fest. No, just the opposite. Okay, so it's like you're hopeless. The amygdala flares, cortisol spikes, suppressed immunity, fatigue, take your time, parasympathetic activation, lowers the heart rate, steady breath, sarcasm or ridicule, mixed limbic signal, resulting in cognitive fog, defensive posture, genuine laughter, dopamines and endorphins rise, pain reduction, social bonding, silent kindness like an unspoken prayer, coherent heart rhythm, restored focus, calm. Words are biochemical instructions. It's your own little pharmacy. Setting boundaries with others is really a setting tone for your own selves. Okay? Setting boundaries. Yeah. Something that's not something we're taught with. When you stop allowing coercive language, you stop feeding your inner war. Sometimes that boundary sounds like silence. Sometimes that boundary sounds like silence. Sometimes it sounds like not today. Either way, it's medicine. It's medicine. Stop. We often think of healing as pills, herbs, scans. But the first prescription is pronunciation. Say what's true. Say what's kind. Say what's needed. And no more. That's all. That's all. To yourself and to others. Say what's true. Say what's kind. Say what's needed. and no more. If it's yes, no, say yes, no. How many times have you heard a yes, no, an answer to your question, but then on the backside of what was all that was necessary is a couple more sentences that are not particularly loving. They're like, hey, dumbass. Yeah. Dumbass. Okay? No more. No more. So, you're going to say what's kind. I'm going to say what's kind. And no more. Right? So, listen. Here's what I'm going to say in the end. When I speak to the people I love, I pray that my words land like water, not stones. When I speak to myself, may I remember that every cell has ears. Every cell has ears. The pharmacy is open. Pharmacy is open. My body is listening right now. Right now. And I'm getting medicine because I'm hopefully providing something to one person. And whether I am or not, at this moment, that's what I'm hearing. Okay? And when I forget this, I'm hoping that someone, preferably me, will whisper me back to gentleness. Okay? Listen, words matter. They build or they bruise. They light the way or they darken the fuse. So measure each one as a heartbeat drum. Okay? Because the body believes what the lips become. Okay. And so, today, love the one you're with, but most importantly, you gotta love yourself. There is not a big chance that loving others is possible without loving yourself. And that's it. That's all for today. I'm Wendell, and I want to conclude, and I'm trying to use every media that I have to get out to the people who have supported me through this cancer story. I mean, listen, what I have been taught is that we are not alone. We are loved. Even if that circle is small, you are loved. We are loved. And it's my gratitude for those who loved me in all the conceivable ways, be it monetarily or with words, okay? With hugs, with a kind thought, with a card in the United States postal system. Hey, send somebody you love. Go through the effort of putting ink to paper, putting that in an envelope, putting a stamp on it, addressing it. Don't use some, pre-printed something. Put your pen to paper. Because when that person receives that in the mail, along with the clutter and the junk of life, wow. It's medicine 101. Okay? So, my love to you all. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity to live and to be in contribution. Episode 4 coming your way.